what you're looking at could be the future of food and a way to reduce greenhouse gases as well. But to figure out why, we need to start here, Sydney's food scraps depot. 40 million tonnes of food goes to waste in Australia every year. That's 3.3 billion tonnes of greenhouse gas emissions for nothing. And I'm not just talking mouldy bread or chicken that started to smell. Around a third of fruit and vegetables grown on farms don't even make it to the supermarket. And while those veggies are left to rot, almost all of us aren't getting anywhere near our recommended intake, leading to rising obesity levels, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. So when it comes to food, we're not just killing the planet, we're killing ourselves. But what if there was a simple way to solve both those problems?
So this is CSIRO's Food Innovation Centre out here in Werribee. We're basically working on a project at the moment where we're trying to reduce the amount of vegetable waste and increase the amount of vegetable intake for the general Australian population.
3 years ago, Australian growers enlisted the nation's federal science agency, CSIRO, to find a use for their otherwise wasted vegetables.
The first step is we'll wash the broccoli and then we'll reduce the particle size by putting it through the colloid mill. In other words, it becomes a slurry or more of a paste. And then from there, we put it through the spray dryer, which is essentially like a drying machine. The water is evaporated out and basically the product is collected at the bottom in the form of a powder.
CSIRO hopes to market this powder to Australians who aren't getting their recommended daily intake of veggies.
1 capsicum would be 1 serve, 3 mushrooms would be another serve. This would probably be 2 to 3 serves in itself, and then a carrot would be a serve of vegetables. So this is 5 serves of vegetables, and 4% of Aussies are eating this. It gets worse for children and teenagers. Only 1% meet their vegetable requirements. We're seeing fast foods getting bigger and bigger. We're all busy and we all want something quick and easy, and I think people are reaching for foods that are convenient but may not necessarily be nutritious.
Gemma is an accredited dietitian. She works for Hort Innovation, an NGO that funds research to grow Australia's horticulture industry.
We've got 4% of Aussie adults meeting their vegetable requirements for the day. But then we have this ironic scenario where our hard-working farmers who produce some of the most nutritious vegetables in the world, half of those vegetables, by the time they end up on the plate, go to waste.
The solution and part of the problem lies in Werribee, also known as Victoria's salad bowl, where most of the state's fruit and vegetables are grown.
My name is Catherine Felicia. I'm the CEO of Felicia Farms. Our main lines that we grow are iceberg lettuce, celery, cauliflowers, broccoli, zucchini, spring onions, kale and herb lines.
These vegetables are sold to Australian supermarkets, but there's a limit to what they'll take.
There's definitely been a push from a retail side of things to have a more consistent specification for products.
Out of specification or ugly vegetables rarely make it to the shop floor. Most aren't even harvested.
So this broccoli's been left behind. The reason it's been left behind is because of colour and its size. So it's a little bit discoloured. It's completely edible, but it's just not, from an appearance point of view, up to standard.
That's where vegetable powder comes into play. Instead of throwing broccoli like this away, it's being delivered to CSIRO and given another life.
So this was sort of whole vegetables at one point?
Correct. And utilising all the waste product from the broccoli as well, so all the leaves and the stems and stuff like that.
How does this compare to a full broccoli?
So the nutrient value is still the same, but basically all it is essentially we're just reducing the waste here.
This is the final product, and this is probably equivalent to about 1 head of broccoli. It's about 30% protein and about 30% fibre, so it's a really good source of macronutrients. 2 tablespoons in a smoothie, and you've got a serve of vegetables. We can fortify the powders and make healthy dips. The broccoli muffins, so we've substituted some of the flour with broccoli powder. We have 20% carrot powder in these.
How does the powder taste? Does it taste like sort of a strong carrot or broccoli flavour?
To me, it has sort of a bit of a garlicky flavour. Blokes love them with their beer. I reckon they go down well with their beer.
And for the adventurous,
the broccoli latte. Have you tried one?
I'll be honest with you, Deb, a broccoli latte sounds horrible.
Well, why don't you give it a try and just see? We push. We just need to add the final touches.
This extra broccoli powder.
Yeah, so just a bit extra, just in case there's not enough there.
Alrighty.
So what do you think?
It tastes healthy. It does, you can taste the broccoli, but it's actually not too bad. Would you drink a broccoli latte if it meant you had to eat less vegetables during the day?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll try it definitely.
Nah, I don't think it'll work. Does it taste good?
In reality, it's a hard sell convincing anyone to chuck veggies in their morning brew. But what if there was a simpler way to use these powders?
Can you ever see a time where people might sort of pop a pill and that's their daily intake of vegetables sorted?
Maybe. I definitely think we're all heading for a quick fix. So, yeah, there possibly could be a time where we just have our main meal in a tablet and that's it for the day.
I think that fresh vegetables will always hold a place on the plate. That's never going to go away.
So are we anywhere near creating a magic pill that meets all our veggie needs and saves the planet? Nah. Are we heading in that direction? Yeah.
Hey, if you enjoyed that, make sure you subscribe to the Feed's YouTube channel.
And you can watch these videos here. See you next time.